Well, on Monday, in part one of a special report called Shadow of a Felony Conviction, News 12's Eric Avni explained how convicted felons face some major obstacles when applying for jobs or even a place to live.
Yeah, and tonight he joins us live in the studio with part two of his special report.
Well, background checks may cause problems for convicted felons who have paid their debt to society, but despite those obstacles, they can still find a success and even acceptance. Here's how. Nearly every job application will ask a potential employee if he or she has ever been convicted of a felony, a question that in some cases will automatically disqualify you from getting hired. Convicted felon Connie Edmonston says this is when honesty becomes the best policy.
You can explain the situation of your conditions, but if you're dishonest with them, then there's nothing to explain.
Former prosecutor turned defense attorney Jerry Summers says employers can legally reject a qualified convicted felon or take a chance that the applicant will become an asset to the company.
Showing a little bit of understanding and compassion for somebody who may make one of those once-in-a-lifetime mistakes. And we're all human, and a lot of people make those mistakes.
Edmonston has a college education, but the felony conviction is what really sticks out on paper. Reasons why he says ex-felons have to work twice as hard to prove their worth to employers who may already have a prejudice towards applicants with a criminal past.
It's up to you to prove the ones that feels the other way wrong or to prove them right.
Charmaine Goins spent 15 years in prison, turned his life around, and is now helping felons find and create honest employment. He offers this advice for anyone just getting out of prison.
Come out. Don't have no preconceived notions of what you think you should be getting. Get a job, work your way up, and in the meantime, you can look for a better job.
Goins also suggests ex-felons develop a professional personality that could help employers look past an applicant's criminal conviction.
Just because you've been in prison don't mean you should come out with an attitude or you should come out looking like you've been in prison.
Convicted felons also need a place to live. If they don't have family to stay with or own their own home, then renting an apartment becomes their next option. But it will be difficult because many apartment complexes are owned by companies that generally reject applicants when a felony conviction shows up during a background check. But there are ways to increase the chance of having that application accepted.
They've been on their job for a very long time and they are appearing that they are stable now, then that's something to take into consideration.
Apartment managers also say it helps to be upfront about the conviction and offer strong character references from people who can vouch for you. If that doesn't work, then experts say it's always a good idea to rent from a private homeowner who may care less about your criminal past and more about whether or not you can pay the rent on time. Now, legal experts also say strong references from a probation or parole officer can tremendously help. Live in the studio, Eric Avni, WDEF News 12.